network, former Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has accused the country's interim government of failing to protect minorities and undermining democracy. She said recent killings of Hindu citizens are part of a wider pattern of persecution driven by extremist groups and a culture of impunity. Hasina blamed the Yunus-led administration for empowering radical organizations and refusing to acknowledge the communal nature of the violence. She also dismissed the upcoming February elections as neither free nor inclusive, pointing out the banning of her party and the suppression of political opposition. Hasina warned that Bangladesh's economy and global standing are weakening, saying the country's secular foundations are now under serious threat. This comes as in an exclusive interview with ITV Network. The former Bangladeshi Prime Minister speaks out against the elections which are coming up later this month. She says that they are a threat to Bangladesh's secular foundations. This follows alleged rise in secular violence in the country of Bangladesh as we lead up to the elections, including the murder of several Hindus in the country, and of course the banning of her political party, the Awami League. Hasina, of course, living in exile in India, and she has been sentenced to death by Bangladesh, who are hoping for her extradition. Major General A.K. Siwach joins us now, a geostrategic expert, joining us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much for joining us here on NewsX World. Let's dive into Hasina's comments here. Of course, we have an election approaching in Bangladesh later this month, a long-awaited election since that uprising in 2024. Hasina's comments here, this rise in what she's calling communal violence in Bangladesh. Do you think her comments are warranted and that the Yunus government has not done its due diligence in protecting minorities in the country?
Yeah, no doubt about it. In last about 1.5 years, when Sheikh Hasina government was toppled, and especially by the deep state of US, and she has to then take asylum in India. After that, Mohammed Yunus administration is taken over. The law and order situation has deteriorated, and you find there are anti-India sentiments. The minorities have been targeted. In fact, maximum Hindus have been killed. So is the Christian. So the law and order situation is so bad. The radical elements are calling the roost. Today, you see what is happening. Jamaat-e-Islami, Bangladesh Mujahideen. They are the ones which are targeting the minority community, and the ISI is now basically the one which is having its footprints increasing in Pakistan. So overall, the situation in Bangladesh is quite bad, and there is no denying the fact what Sheikh Hasina is telling. It's a fact, and to me it looks like that though the elections are now going to take place very soon, but situation is still not improved, and there is a danger and fear that in case a Jamaat-e-Islami come into power, which is known to be, you can say, anti-minorities, and they are the one which has taken the side of the Pakistanis during the freedom struggle and during the 71 war of freedom of Bangladeshi. What will be the condition thereafter? No one can even predict it, but certainly whatever the comments given by Sheikh Hasina, they are absolutely correct, and the law and order situation in Bangladesh is bad, and the minorities are being ill-treated, and also the radical elements are increasing, the ISI is increasing the footprint, and there are chances of certain elements like including radicalized Rohingyas can be also pushed toward India's side.
And what about the banning of the Awami League? What does that mean for Bangladesh's political landscape going into these elections?
You know, the point is the Awami League is one of the largest party in Bangladesh, and Awami League is the one which have fought during basically the freedom struggle of Bangladesh. and today, unfortunately, they are the one which are now banned, and Awami League is not participating. So the elections become a farce. The Awami League has a base of almost 25 to 30% now also, but unfortunately they have been banned. They can't fight election. So the elections are farce, and you will find it whichever government come in, there are chances of BNP coming to power, but there are also rumors that Jamaat-e-Islami is gaining a lot of ground, and Jamaat-e-Islami come into power. But all said and done, in case the majority party, which is Awami League, do not participate, the elections are not going to be, you can say, inclusive, fair, and free.
Major General Sawatch, stay with us as we turn over to our next story. We stay in the Indian subcontinent, and at least 31 people have been killed and 169 injured in a suicide